Hello and welcome or welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we're going to continue building the Batman Batcave-Shadow Box set. This is part 2. I am going to make a playlist at the end, but for right now, that's all we've got. It's 2 parts, and they're separate. And this is set number 76252. This has been out for 2 years. In fact, it's a retired set. I built it on my own, and I did not do a live stream the original. But now that I want to use it in my city, I'm rebuilding it so that I can build it and then kind of divide up the chunks and make it what I want. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's switch cameras and let's get this done. All right. So first thing we got to do is one piece of housekeeping. When I built this yesterday, what had happened was I did not have one of the pieces for this back fin. And so I did not finish it. But today, I was able to find said piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and replicate that. Oh, actually, I'm missing another piece. I didn't even know it. All right, well, we'll get as far as we can then. But anyways, how is your guys' evening going? My evening's going really well. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride, but such is life, right? All right, I am still missing a few pieces, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Hello, Greg. How you doing? How is your evening? I hope you're having a good night. And this is very important because tonight the stream is going to end with finishing the platform where this bat car sits. So that's why I really wanted to get these extra pieces on here. I didn't realize I was missing as many as I am. I'm missing 2 more pieces for this, but I will find them and then I will complete it. But let's go ahead and let's switch screens and let's start building this. Okay, so next we're going to be building a little section right here. Oh my gosh. So Greg, how has your day been? I guess today's kind of your Monday. Hey, how's it going, Owen? How's the car detailing? So I have a question. There's a famous saying that the devil's in the details. Is that how it is for you? Since you detail cars, is the devil in the details? I'm just kidding. All right. So this right here is supposed to hold the flame that goes in the back here when you don't want to use it. I cannot find the flame. I do have extra ones, but I'm hoping they appear in the pile over there so I don't have to grab from my personal stash. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, Greg says you have some chicken and steak fajitas. Did you go out to eat or did you make that yourself? All right, I'm going to set this aside because the next piece we're building is actually the other side of this and it doesn't get connected for a while. So let's go ahead and set that aside. I am still missing 2 tools as well, but I don't want to grab from my personal stash. I want to just keep going while I can and hopefully I will come up with it and find it. Oh, it's your mom's birthday day. Awesome. Are you, so was that like birthday dinner celebrating that? Oh my goodness, I grabbed the wrong piece. It's actually supposed to be a 5. Well, let me go grab that, see if I can find that real quick. All right, I found it. I'm all good. Just got a sleep deprivation headache, and I don't take any time medication. I'm an all natural healing guy. Okay, well, I hope you're able to work through that. I don't like medications either. I mean, I do take a heart medication because that keeps me alive, but I'm not too big on medications in general. And I need another piece. Man, I thought I did a better job, but sometimes it's hard to do it. Well, don't forget that tomorrow morning there will be a city video that's going to be coming out. It gets released at midnight my time. I ended showing my hamster. Yeah, sorry about that. That is a true story, though. That is something my brother-in-law did. And I was so ticked at him because he got me so bad on that. That same brother-in-law got me too on a different one. I don't remember the exact circumstances. I think it was a long distance company in the US. Didn't last very long, but it was something like Free Zoo or something. And if you looked it up on the internet.com instead of .org, I came up with a totally different type of website. Now, I don't know if this website's in use or anything because I'm not, but my brother-in-law did that to me too, and I fell for that one as well. That's silly me. Yeah. But you know something though, I really do for the most part like my family. Most members of my family are pretty cool. But yeah. Hey John, how's it going? How has your day been, John? And Greg, did you guys are you spending time with your mom, or was this just a dinner for her birthday? How was that, Greg? Yeah, we usually take my mom out to her favorite restaurant for dinner, so for her birthday. You changed your name profile picture again. Yeah, I see that. So if you don't mind sharing, what are your plans when you come back to YouTube creating content? And if you don't want to share, that's fine too. I just curious. You know, I'm going to tell you something. It takes a long time to lay out these parts, and it doesn't take very long to use them up. That's for sure. Everything's good. Porthos, a pain. Oh. My plan is to begin the Alien City and mock tutorials. Okay. All right. Well, I'll be interested to see it when you start back up. So if I miss it, let me know. The last, and a load of other things. Yeah, I sort by piece type. Last hour, I put them in bed for an hour. Such an unboxing set reviews. Yeah, I used to do more set reviews, but honestly, just money's been super tight, so I haven't been buying a whole lot of Lego sets in general. And it's weird on YouTube, you know, if you watch other creators, you see some that all they do is reviews, and most of those are sponsored by Lego, but there's a few that are not. There's other ones that have City, and that's all they do, and there's others that do a combination of both. It's kind of a mixed up kind of world. Okay, now we get to connect the two sides together. I always love when that comes together like that. And just in case you're wondering, this is 21 inches long when it's finished. Dang near 2 feet, not quite. Still doing Lego, just not content right now. Well, that's awesome. And you know what? Taking a break, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, I've taken a few weeks off here and there. Sometimes just becomes necessary. John says he cleaned his kitchen today. Well, John, we have something in common. I vacuumed my dining room today because I have hardwood floors. And as much as I love Enzo, I got to say his hair gets just about everywhere. And about once a week, I vacuum down there. He doesn't spend a whole lot of time down there, so once a week is plenty. But I will say that up here where I'm at, I vacuum every other day, and sometimes I vacuum more than I vacuum every day, not just every other. All right, so we have the outline of the box. Oh, so you guys can see it. There we go. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Okay, so we don't need this section for a minute, so let's put this aside. I do have some news of the weird for you guys. It is kind of harder for me to do it while doing this because the way that the screens are, the instructions on the screen, so I have to kind of make the instructions disappear for a minute. So if you guys would, though, I'd appreciate if you smash that like button, just lightly. Don't kill it, just, you know, lightly tap it. Let it know that it's loved. All right, let's do a news of the weird. And actually, I'm going to slide it over here so I can see the instructions. Okay, so this one, I did read ahead on this one. And this one story in particular, I thought was really weird. So let's just get into it. Okay, it's called Compelling Explanation. And it is around 11 a.m. on September 30th at Joint Base McGuire Dix Lakehurst near Trenton, New Jersey, went into lockdown, the Associated Press reported. Wow, that's a That's a long sentence. Okay. The warning stemmed from a text about a shooter on the base sent by Malika Brittenham, a civilian who works for the Naval Air Warfare Center. Boy, oh boy, I cannot talk today. All right. She told the person she texted that she had heard 5 or 6 shot and was sheltering in a closet with coworkers. The recipient called 911, prompting the lockdown. But as it turned out, there was no shooter. Prosecutors said Brittenham confessed to committing the hoax because she had been, quote, ostracized by her coworkers and hoped their shared experience in response to an active shooter would allow them to trauma bond. Ooh, I hear Twilight Zone music going there in my head. She faces charges of knowingly conveying false information about an active shooter that did not exist. Ouch. That is not. Oh, well, if you don't like the stream, that's all right. I mean, I only want you to like it if you like it. And if you don't like it, you can tell me that too. Wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit. But yeah, I like stories of News of the Weird just because, well, people are weird and the world we live in is getting stranger every day, let me tell you. And I don't want to get into politics, but politics has a lot to do with it. And you know something? Speaking of a general statement about politics without being political, you know, my son and I were having a conversation about sometimes how politicians debate things. What he said was the way Congress debates things, sometimes it feels like a terrible accident's happened and people show up to try to help. They're not surgeons, they're not paramedics, they're not doctors. They just showed up to help. But when they get there, they start arguing about what color Band-Aid to use on the person that's injured. And when they finally do get him to the hospital, they find out he was suffering from a cordless hole puncher wound, and a Band-Aid would have never helped to begin with. So I don't know. When my son explained it that way, I agree with him. It can be that way sometimes. It's very crazy. And not that I'm meaning to get political about this either, but it does affect me. I wish that the government would quit playing around and reopen, because both my wife and I get paid from the federal government. So while this is going on, neither my wife or I are getting paid. So it's kind of rough. So this is going to be the platform, like I said, that the Batmobile is going to stay on. And as you open it, it moves. And the way that they designed it, the Batmobile does not come off. You'll see that when I'm done. I'll definitely show that. I blocked all political posts from X, YouTube. Same thing with baseball news. Yeah, I'm getting tired of it because it seems like they're trying to force feed us this stuff, and it's just trash. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but I just, some of the stuff that's out there. Well, first of all, they're politicizing everything. That's the first problem. Not everything needs to be politicized, but everything is being politicized. So that's the first problem. And the second problem is we've got a media that outright lies, showing pictures of things, and they have the event happened, but the picture they used was from a totally separate event and had nothing to do with Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. The No Kings thing they did this last weekend. They used pictures of Boston that didn't really come from Boston. So I thought that was really stupid and dishonest of them. Why is this? Huh. The Batmobiles, no one's even touching it. It just fell apart. There we go. Same thing, sports in general, and the Charlie Kirk stuff. Anything that mentions Charlie Kirk, I block. Yeah, I think they went. Yeah, I agree. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to alienate anybody on here. But I do agree with you, John. Again, I do like this build for the texture they're putting on here to make it look like a cave. It's really awesome. And building it the second time is just about as fun as building it the first time. And the fact that I'm going to break this up and use it in my city in a different way has me really looking forward to finishing this off. And I hope all of you are having a good evening. If you would, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. If you're watching over on Rumble, please give it a rumble. I do appreciate it. Okay, so as you can see, we got to build up a lot of this right here in order to make this work here. So that's what the next several pages is going to do. We're going to build this up to be a platform on this level up here. So this Batmobile can fit on here. All right, so this is going to seem a little repetitive because it literally has me doing this 8 times. So I'm not complaining about it. I just got to do it. Hopefully you'll stick with me while I do all this. Am I going to make an appearance on Manorama? You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe. My Lego collection has a wool louse. What is a wool louse? And does that harm the Lego, or is it just annoying? Because I mean, I understand sometimes, like I used to in my other house I was in, look it up. Okay, I will, but does it affect the Lego? Insect, okay. I'm just not used to it getting dark so early. I mean, it just, god dang, man. The infestation is under my windowsill, and they like living in my Lego. Oh. So when you build, sometimes you got to clean it up? Is that what you're saying? And is there an easy way to get rid of them? Or are they just a nuisance? And they really don't harm anything? Okay. Oh, okay. I got to open this up to make this fit. Okay. All right, I'm going to set this aside for a minute again. Okay. Yeah, even though I've built this before, sometimes I really don't remember, and it's like I'm doing it all over for the first time because I really don't remember everything. It's a pain to get rid of them. Okay. Yeah, it is too bad you don't live in the States. I do have a friend that works for work in a pest control company, and I haven't needed them in a couple of years, but the few times that I've had problems, he's come out and helped me out. So, all right. Okay, let's flip this around. They keep flipping this thing around on me. Okay. Would lice like to damp or moldy areas? Yeah, you know what? Now I remember. You said something about that window having an issue. I do remember that. Now that you mentioned it. I'm sorry. I don't. Sometimes I don't. My biggest problem with memory is sometimes I mix up other people's stories with other people's stories. So people talk to me and tell me what's going on, and I'll remember that they'll say it, but I don't remember who said it. And then later when I recall it, it's not for that person, it's for somebody else. It can be embarrassing. Okay. Give this to me back. Give it back to me. Okay. All right. So we've got, oh, shoot. I don't even know where that was. Okay. Well, it was right here, as far as I know. All right. So we're basically just kind of building the curtain around this here. Nothing in this house is sealed. I can't touch it. Only reported as I don't own the house, but landlord doesn't speak English. Oh, man, that'd be frustrating. But don't they? Okay, I don't know British law. Okay, so but here in the States, the laws don't allow for that. I mean, like your landlord, if you press the issue, they could get in trouble. And that hurt, by the way. Oh boy. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to leave this side open so you guys can see the curtain being built on this side. It's not the iron curtain; it's just a curtain. Man, oh man. Okay, so as you see, we built this curtain, and it also goes around the other side here. I think we're going to do a little bit in the front here in a minute. All right, for right now, we got to open this thing up. Oh boy. Anyway, it's 1 a.m. I'm pretty tired. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. All right, man. Well, I might be doing a stream tomorrow morning if I can get enough time to lay out more parts after this. Pretty good chance I will, but who knows? Your guess is just as good as mine. Okay. Well, have a good one, Owen. It's 11 o'clock my time, the usual time in the morning when I do my streams, but I don't know what time that is for you. I'm sorry. I think you're 7 hours ahead of me, which would be 6 p.m. your time. But I don't really know. I'm on Mountain Standard Time in the U.S. 7 p.m. Okay. All right, so you guys are starting to see the platform be built here. It's not done, but it's almost there. All right, now we can put the piece in the front here. All right, now we got a bunch of little light things on here. And I like these little light things because they serve a double purpose. Not only are they a decoration, but they also keep the Batmobile from falling off the platform as you move this thing around. And I think that's pretty ingenious. So we got I think it's 14 of these to build. So I will go as fast as my little hands will let me. That is the second time that thing's fallen. How annoying. And I will place the Batmobile on top of the platform when we're done placing these, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I think it's pretty ingenious. Because the Batmobile sits so far to the ground that if it goes up to here, it stops because of those. And then because this thing opens up, if you happen to jar this a little bit, all these little lights hold it into place so it doesn't just slide off. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. And this is all the pieces that I've laid out for today. So far, we've got a little bit of a cave done. And then when you open this up, you got a tool area here. You've got a platform here that's meant for the Batmobile. And that's really about it so far. But trust me, there's a lot more that needs to be done. There's going to be a control center. There's also going to be a garage door that activates to let the Batmobile out. And so anyways, this is as far as I can get today. So if you guys would hit that like button. If you're watching over on Rumble, give it a rumble. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe on YouTube or follow me over on Rumble. All right, guys, be good to each other and stay safe out there. Please watch my video that's coming out at midnight tonight, Mountain Standard Time, and also my live stream tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 1 o'clock Eastern Time. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one.